Hey guys, Ultra Maximus official merchandise is now available on my Spring store. Help support the channel and shop by clicking the link below. Oh, hey look, it's Optimus Prime in stereo.
I am Optimus Prime. I am Nemesis Prime.
You're fucked. Oh, sweet baby Annie can help me.
You suck.
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we have a 2-for-1 by my fans' voters' choice. We're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leo Prime and the Nemesis Leo Prime. I'm super excited for these figures. I got these a little while ago, not too long ago, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to take a look at first, so I'll let you, the fans, decide. And you said, you know what, let's take a look at both of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging on these figures. They're basically the same. They're the open box, legacy type box. One has the white and yellow lion with the red Optimus Prime colors from Beast Wars 2, and the other figure is, of course, done in Nemesis Prime colors. So yeah, it's the same box, just different colors. Same figure, just different colors. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two figures. So here we have Leo Prime, Nemesis Leo Prime out of the packaging, and you know, I gotta say, I do like these figures. I like the sculpt on the figures. The lion's okay. I think they could have done better on the lion head. There are some paint issues that I've got with the figures, but they're based off the Beast Wars 2, I believe it's Beast Wars 2, maybe Beast Wars Neo, but I want to say it's Beast Wars 2, Japanese Beast Wars cartoon where we had Lio Convoy, the Lion Optimus Prime, and I always thought this was a great design for Optimus. I've got a bootleg, I've done a review, I'll pop a link to that, but I've never had an official version of this figure, so I'm pretty excited. I did have a nice third party, but yeah, these two look really good side by side. There are some things on the Nemesis I wish were done a little bit better. I wish he had red where this one's got the blue, and I wish that he had red eyes like the Optimus has the yellow eyes in the lion. And you know, I think he could have also used a little red jewel down here on his waist, because there's no red here. It's just, if those two were metallic red with the eyes, I think it would pop a lot better, and it's a little disappointing we don't have any red on this figure. It's just all turquoise and silver. So looking at the figures, again, they're both exactly the same articulation. We got a ball joint, very stiff head at the top. Arms do move up and down, they do move out. The lion pieces can move around. We got a mushroom peg at the top, a nice little elbow joint. So you can pull this lion head out and move it up to get some movement there, which is cool. We've got a waist swivel on both of these figures. Legs do kick up that far. They kick back pretty well. We got a really nice deep double jointed knee, actually. They splay out really, really far. I do like that. There's a twist at the upper leg, which is cool. Again, really nice knee joint. A twist at the ankle, and that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being the widest possible stance of both figures, with both feet still flat on the floor. Now, there are some cool play gimmicks with these figures. They both have the matrix of leadership. It's very simplistic. It's got a little blue dot in there. You can actually put weapons effects on it, which is cool, blaster effects. Now, the Nemesis one is also the blue, which goes with Nemesis Prime, but again, I wish that was kind of red. This figure needs a lot more red on it for Nemesis Prime, I think. But yeah, the fact that both of these figures had that, I thought that was pretty super cool. Now, they do come with accessories quite a bit for both. This actually has 2 additional guns. I want to say they're Stunticon guns, to be honest. So he comes with these 2 extra guns that Leo Prime did not. And I want to say they're Stunticon weapons. If you know for sure, let me know. There is a hole in the back that you can tab both of them together to give them kind of a bigger gun, which is cool. I like that. It's much beefier and looks cool in his hand. So yeah, there's that. I do like that. It's one of the things I really liked with Nemesis over Leo Prime, because the other weapons are just really, really tiny. So you get these little blasters, which, you know, I guess is what Leo Prime had. And they do double as weapons in beast mode, and I'll show that off. But so we're going to give him both the little blasters. So he's got these 2 little pea shooters, which, I don't know, Optimus just needs bigger weapons, I think. But yeah, so those are there. And then Nemesis has 2 of them as well. They also have these little guns that these peg onto the lion mane. So there's a little peg right there. You can store them in the robot mode, or you can put them into the lion mode. In the anime, he has this kind of flexed out mode, so we're going to plug both of these in there to kind of shoot and blast. So these can be kind of hard to get in there. They're so tiny and small. If you got big fat fingers like me, they can be a bit of a challenge, so be aware of that. But yeah, there they are. So you can store those there if you want to. They're so small, I just feel like they're going to get lost, so be aware of that. But again, we got the same pegs and ports here. Now, they don't show up as well on Nemesis because everything's just black plastic, which, I mean, you know, it's Nemesis Prime. There's some positives to that as well, especially when you get into the lion mode, I will show, because we don't see a lot of joints. Now, this guy can be a little difficult to get in there. For some reason, the tolerance on mine is not all that great. Once you get it in there, though, it's really, really secure. So just line it up proper and get it plugged in. There we go. It does not fall out, that's for sure. It's very tight to get in there. Oh, that's what she said. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice that we have that. And then we also have another play gimmick with these 2 figures. I guess this is the Evo Evolution Fusion gimmick thing, where they actually have another weapon mode in the robot mode. So I'm going to take this guy's piece, flip this out. So you're going to flip the main piece out, and then you're going to plug in the blaster on the arm. So they just got his blaster on the side of the arm like this. Fold out the lion leg, and there's going to be a little claw that's in the back of the leg you can undo. And he's got his blaster and his claw weapon. And again, this is something that the Japanese version had, so it's cool that they added that in there. I do like that. It looks a little goofy, but again, it's an homage to the old Japanese Beast Wars cartoon. So again, we're going to flip this lion main piece out on his arm, and we're going to plug the gun in like this, and there we go. So yeah, very cool. I definitely dig that. I like the additional weapons and the use for them. I think that's very, very cool. And of course, Optimus Prime has the exact same functionality, so we're just going to take the weapons out of his hands, put those there, and then again, you're going to flip this main piece off of his arm, flip the lion leg out, and then pull the little claw out. This is hard to do if you don't have any fingernails. There you go. You do the same thing on the other side, so you're going to flip that down, spin the leg, and then pull the claws out. So you get that, and then you're just going to port in his pistols onto the side, like this, and we're going to do this on the other side, and there we have Leo Prime with his fusion weapons. Again, it's okay. It's not too bad. It exists, and it's something that the original Beast Wars Japanese versions had as well, so that's pretty cool. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, this actually looks pretty good. It looks like the Japanese anime version of the character, which I really do dig. The lion head's a little bit dead in the face. Maybe we'll get a third party because that's on a mushroom peg you can take off pretty easy. I wish the blues on this were metallic blue. I think that would pop a lot more. However, the whites and the golds, the reds, the silvers, all of those look really, really good. I definitely dig that. The silver on his little antenna on his helmet look good. He's got his Maximal logo there. All of that just looks super cool. And to be honest, between the two figures, I think I like the paint apps on Prime better than I do Nemesis Prime, and that's usually a twist. I'm usually a bigger Nemesis fan. Now, taking a look at the Leo Nemesis Prime, again, I love the color scheme. The blacks, the dark grays, the teals, the silvers, all look good. We just need more red. If the bit on his chest was red, I think that would have looked a lot better, like a metallic red. He should have had a Predacon logo painted on there instead of the Maximal. I think that's a bit of a disappointment, and he's got these like anime eyeballs in the lion mode. I think they would have been better if they were just red. I don't know. Overall, I mean, it's okay, but it could have been better. Now, looking at the midsection of Leo Prime, again, I like the color scheme. He's got these wonky legs hanging off the back of his arms, but you got that in the original anime version of him as well. I like the grays and the golds, the blues, the silvers. All that looks really, really good. The backpack's not too terribly bad. And I will say all the joints on this figure are nice and stiff. Now, looking at Nemesis Leo Prime, again, the teals, the silvers, the blacks all look really good. I think that the legs look better hanging off of this version because they're just darker maybe. But again, I wish the jewel on his waist was a metallic red. I think that would make this pop a lot more. In fact, it makes me want to customize the figure, to be honest. I think it would look a lot cooler with some metallic reds. But overall, again, it's the same figure, just painted black. Now, taking a look at the legs of the figure, sculpted really well. I will say the double knee joint on both of these figures, super, super tight, but they will go in and snap in. Just be aware of that. I love the claws on the toes, the golds, the reds, the kind of silvery metallics and white. All looks good. I will say that on the heel spurs, you want to point them down just a little bit to make sure he stands nice and stable. And finally, taking a look at Nemesis legs. Again, the same thing, except they're all kind of a charcoal gray, black, and dark black in the teal. Little claws, I definitely dig those. Very cool, very fun. And this is one of the spots that really didn't need any red. Just looks cool in the blacks and the teal. For comparison, here we have Leo Prime and Nemesis Leo Prime next to another Legacy Evolution figure. It's the animated Prowl figure, and as you can tell, he's a lot shorter than these two guys, which, kind of makes sense. It's Leo Prime and Nemesis Leo Prime. So kind of cool to see these figures side by side, but definitely interesting. I think that he looks better paired off with Leo Prime than Nemesis, just because of the color schemes. Now, transformation on these figures are not too terribly bad. They do get a little wonky up around the lion's mane, so the first thing we want to do is pull the lion's shoulder forward, flip both shoulders backwards, take the arms, pull them up, kind of get the lion bits loose, flip your fists around, do the same on the other side, like this, get those out of the way, and then what we want to do, again, you need some fingernails, but you want to pry open the chest. Here we go. Pry it open like this on both sides, get these arms out of the way so that you get this cavity in there, and then you're going to flip the head down into the chest, then pull the full torso piece down, and then you're going to spin it around on this mushroom peg like this, and you're going to flip the chest or the torso back up in to kind of hide the head, so it's going to look like that. And then you're going to get this lion piece up and out of the way, twist the lion pieces around like this, and this is where it gets a little wonky. You want to get the lion bits kind of out of the way a bit because they're going to rotate down. You're going to pull these shoulders up off of the sides. Again, straighten out the lion legs a little bit. And then you're going to have these little ports here. They're going to plug into a port that's in the lion's mane, which is really, really weird and goofy. So you're going to twist it around, get the elbow down, and where the fists used to be are going to go up into the lion's mane, and then you want to kind of twist the shoulder up because these gray pieces are going to lock together. Once you get the gray pieces locked together, this thing really comes together very nicely. So rotate the lion leg down. There's a port there that's going to plug in to that plug. So get that locked into place. It'll come undone as you start to mess around with it. Just be aware. But again, we're going to do the same thing on this other side. We're just going to spin it around and get it into place. So it's going to go up towards the lion mane like this. Get the white leg out of the way. But these red pieces are going to go up under his cheeks. And again, the gray pieces are going to line together. So put the lion leg down, around, and you're just going to have to fidget with this until it gets into place. It's going to be really annoying, but once it snaps in, it's super solid. I promise it is. So again, just kind of get those up there. Lock those into place. Try to get the gray bits to lock back into place under the chest like this. And then you're going to get the white lion shoulders, rotate those around, get those locked into place. That will help out a lot. Kind of flip these yellow bits up to help kind of lock in the upper arms, get those in there. So get that nice and tight just like that. Get this back down into place, snap that into place, get your legs downward, flip your main pieces down, and there we go. It's all locked into place, and yeah, just make sure you get the legs straightened out the way you want, and there's the front end of the lion. Now the legs, what you want to do is spin these around at the upper thigh. You're going to move the double jointed knee up and really give it some force to snap into place. It will go into place, I promise. We'll have a nice heavy click when it does, like that. And then you're going to spin the ankles around like this. And then you want to put the little heel spurs in and fold the legs down. So we got the legs down, put your heel spurs in like this. And then we're going to flip the tail out, put his little booty down, get the front part clipped in underneath the mane, and then fold that into place, snap everything together, and there we have our lion mode. So there's Leo Prime in his lion mode. Just make sure everything's straightened out. Get the mouth open. Yeah, not too bad. Now we're going to do the same thing with Nemesis Prime. Alright, second verse, same as the first. So again, we're going to straighten up the shoulders and the arms, fold the lion bits backwards. Let's get the arms up, get the fists inwards, get the lion bits out of the way, like that. There we go. Straighten that out. Go ahead and get the chest open. Again, if you don't have fingernails, this can be kind of difficult. Bear with me as I try to get this open. They will open. They're nice and secure. All the joints on these figures are very, very stiff, so that's pretty cool. So once you actually can get the thing open, there we go. All right, so we got it open. And then again, fold the head down, pull the entire torso downward, twist it around, push it back up to hide the head. And then again, we're going to straighten this lion piece out in the back and spin the lion head upward. So all the kibbles hanging like that. And then we're going to fidget with these arms again. Again, this is the worst part. So we want this little port to go up under the cheeks. right there. You're going to bend this like this, get the lion bit out of the way, kind of rotate it, get your shoulders up. Again, it's a matter of fidgeting with it, spinning around, get your shoulder up, get that lion bit around, spin it around so you can get it towards the port, like this. So it should be upwards like that, with the arm into the cheek. And we're going to do the same thing over here, lift up the shoulder, and then you're going to bend and angle this around, get that lion bit out of the way, like this, get it around so that it can clip into the port, so that both of the fists go up into the cheek. And again, kind of push them together up there, and then you can get the chest pieces to lock together. Once you get things locked together, it snaps right into place. Space it out, make sure that the lion head is down, get those ports into place under the cheek, get these lion shoulders to port into place. And again, it's just a matter of fidgeting with it, roll it down, get it clamped into place. Same thing on this other side, clamp all that into place, make sure the arms are into place, and then once you get everything together, you can flip the main pieces down. So there we go. Put the main pieces down after everything's snapped into place, just like that, nice and tight. Straighten your legs out, and then you can work on the back of the lion. So we're going to flip his little tail out like this, and then we're going to rotate the legs down, spin them around again, just like that. And then we want to get these double jointed knees. Again, a little bit of force. They will go in and snap hard into place. Twist the ankle around, like that. And then pull the leg downward. Get your little heel spur in, and do the same thing on the other side. So get this double jointed knee. Again, give it some force, it will go in. And we're going to spin the ankle around, put our heel spur in, get our leg down, and there we have the legs done. So let's get all the back kibble down. Just put his butt down, put the shoulder bits under the mane, clamp that into place, and then put the back in, and just make sure everything is tight and where you want it to go. Straighten out the legs how you want them. And there we have Nemesis Leo Prime. Open up his mouth. There we go. We've got him in his lion mode. So yeah, definitely cool to see these guys in their lion modes. Oop, flip the tail up. So let's take a closer look. All right, and here we have the Leo Primes in their lion modes, and they look pretty cool. I definitely dig it. I think the Nemesis version's a little bit better than the Leo Prime version, just because it's all black and gray. You don't see the red joint pieces like you do on the Leo Prime. I think that's pretty decent. Like, you just don't see all the joints, and it looks a lot better. However, the eyeballs on the Leo Prime look a little weird and cartoony compared to Leo Primes. So, looks pretty decent. It just, I don't know, it's just kind of dead in those yellow eyes. We do have articulation at the mouth a little bit. Legs do move back and forth. The back legs do move back and forth, in and out. They've got the swivels, the hinge joints, all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty cool. Tail does move up and down as well. But yeah, not too terribly bad. Up and down with the little tail. Pretty decent. But we do have the red in the mane. That sticks out and around the shoulder joints because of the red and the white and the yellow. But yeah, overall, I mean, once you get him in lion mode, he's pretty solid. I definitely dig it. Not too terribly bad of a beast mode. Now, again, Nemesis, a little bit better because you don't see those joints because of all the black and gray plastic. He also has his mouth goes up and down. But yeah, his eyes are a little weird. All the same joints that we had before. But this nice charcoal color, I like the teal on the claws. Hides all the joints in the back. We got the tail, it's the same. So yeah, not a bad lion mode. A little squirrely around the mane to get it into the mode, but once you get him there, they're actually pretty cool. Now, the Lion modes do have power-up attack modes, I guess. So what you want to do is flip this part of the mane forward, just like in robot mode for his Evo fusion weapons. So again, flip this up like that. And you're going to plug his guns into his mane. So we're going to take the itty-bitty tiny guns, and again, they're so tiny and small. Plug these into the mane like that. And then we're going to do the same thing with the pistol. Plug it into the port right there, so it looks like that. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we're going to plug this in. And we're going to plug that in right there. And there we have our Lion attack mode. Again, straight out of the anime. And we can do the same exact thing with Nemesis. So again, we're just going to flip up the bits of the mane like this. Flip this one up as well. Make sure it doesn't come unplugged. There we go. Flip that around just like that. And we're going to plug those itty bitty little missiles in there. And this can be a little trickier with this guy because it's black. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see. And this one just has a really close tolerance. I don't know if this particular figure or all of them. But once you get it there and you get it snapped in, I mean, it does not come out. So that's pretty cool. So there's that. And then we're going to take the pistol and plug that into the port. So it's like that. We're going to do the same thing again on the other side. We're going to take the little itty bitty gun and plug that into his port, just like that. And then we're going to take the pistol and plug that in to the port. Just like, well, maybe just like this. There we go. Into place. You can do it. There we go. All right. So now we have him in his battle up attack mode. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. I like the Lion modes. I think these little weapons are going to get lost, so just be aware of that. Now, Nemesis does have this other gun, and I cannot find a place to store this anywhere on here. I don't think it came with this character. It's just an add-in piece. Looks like a Stunticon piece, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. There they are in their Lion glory. So is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leo Prime and or Nemesis Leo Prime something that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, if you're a Beast Wars fan, you're going to love these, especially if you like the Japanese Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo. You're going to like these characters. I think these might be really the first US official versions of these characters to be truly dedicated to that show, which is pretty cool. We've had variations of these characters over the year, but never to this extent. Now, I'm a huge Nemesis Prime fan, and I think this particular Nemesis is missing some paint apps. Like I said, if he had the red eyes, the red jewel on the belt, and the red chest plate with a Predacon logo painted on instead of Maximal, I think this guy would have been way better. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I may try to do some customization. If you'd like to see that, leave a comment down below. Personally, I think out of the two, I like the Leo Prime better just because of the color scheme. I think it's a closer match to the Japanese anime version. Although, again, I think he would have looked better in with the metallic blues. I think that would have set this figure off gloriously. But for what they are, they're not bad at all. I really like them. The joints are nice and stiff. It transforms pretty well. Now, again, it's kind of wonky with getting those arms up under the lion cheeks, but once you get them there, the lion is a very solid mode. So there they are! Leo Prime and Nemesis Leo Prime for Transformers Legacy Evolution. Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to my top subscribers and to my newest subscribers. Thank you all so much for helping grow the channel. Remember, for every 1,000 subscribers, I'll give you, the fans, a chance to win a free action figure. If you don't see your name and want to be included, like this video, add a comment down below telling me to add you, and of course, subscribe. Thanks again, and look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos. And follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.